I just think she's fucked. I just really do.
You do?
I do. What do you think?
I'm the same way you are. I didn't want to care about this. I didn't want to read it. I just didn't want it. Like, I avoided Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Like, I don't know what like, I just blocked it out. I wanted to block this out. I am so there with you. Right. It's weird. Like, I went from not caring to now I'm so invested.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Don't Let It Stu. He is back in town. One of my favorites on the podcast, David Yontef, everyone, from Behind the Velvet Rope. How's it going?
Do you say everyone is your favorite?
No, I don't. I actually like you because every time I do a podcast with you, it's just easy.
Okay.
And it's just conversational. Some people, it's like I have to fucking work to try and get shit out of them. And so I have like my favorites, like you're my favorite, like Zach is great, Amy Phillips is great. Like they're just like easy conversations, you know what I mean?
And no one has ever called me easy in life, so I will take that and run with it.
I do, because I'm
Thank you.
There's no pressure when you come here, because I just feel like he'll talk. If I don't know something, he'll fill in the gap and so forth.
I love
That's
it.
why. So yeah, that's what I think of you. So I just wanted to
Well, that's because I'm a podcaster too.
Yeah,
right?
like you're like fucking just like 19 a week. How long are you here in LA for?
I've been here for like 4 weeks. I was here for the fires.
Oh, yeah. Where were you staying? Not in the Palisades, no.
In Hollywood. So, like, you know, well, you're closer than I am.
Yeah, I mean, it was just up the street here, like on Curzon.
I saw it from my window, the one that was on Laurel Canyon. And I mean, I'm like in a high rise, so our building was like, no one's really evacuating. People did, but I was like, I think I'm safe.
Because I was down in that area, and I got stuck in it, and it was kind of like... It felt like this is what happened in the Palisades when people were like, get the fuck out of your cars, the flames are coming down to the cars. And it was like one of those moments, so you could understand, because I was very like, how the fuck could you just leave your car there? Like, why would you not pull it to the side of the road so like those diggers wouldn't like, fucking throw it to the side of, and damage your car and all, whatever. Yeah, it was crazy. But
it was crazy.
We're going to get rain tomorrow, so I think it's all going to go away. So
I mean, I just don't know where everyone is living. That was, like I have friends that were displaced, and you don't want to ask too many questions. You've asked enough questions, like if you need
through my friend, she has friends that lost their house, and they cannot find a house to move into.
I know.
And now listen to me when I say this. They have money up to $40,000 a month to spend on a house, and they can't find anything. Another couple, she told me, she said they have upwards of 200,000 and they're still looking for a fucking house. So
it's
price
could you imagine? Gouging. Like it really is. Like I've heard crazy stories.
Yeah.
I've heard people are now going to put their houses on the market that, like if your house is worth like $3 million, you'll get like 4.6 and just leave. I think that's
the thing. But it is if you have a lot of money and you want to buy a second property and you want to look at the Palisades as an opportunity, which a lot of people want to live in the Palisades because it's such a desirable area and it's so close to the beach as well. If you have a few $1 million, you can go in there and start offering people money for their land because you're like, I'm good. I got 4 years to build a new house because I have a house already. So I think there's going to be a lot of that.
I think that's a good point. I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah. And then they'll sell wherever they are and then move to the Palisades eventually.
And the way things work here in California, like it's like New York, it's different, but there are so many, it will take 4 years. The permits, it's going to take forever. You got to just, I wouldn't want to do it. But somebody is going to go in and, yes, I think get cheap land and do it.
You were good friends with Melissa. You talked to her like a bit and stuff. So is she going to rebuild there now, do you think?
I haven't asked.
It's tough. You can't fucking ask. I know, you're right.
Like, I was like, I want to make sure you're okay. Do you need anything? But I like, where are you going and what are you doing? I'm like, I don't want to ask that question.
It's such a pretty house, too. Her house is so fucking pretty. It was such a nice house.
The Palisades was...
Is it just gone? Like, is it just the whole house is gone?
I think that
not even a bit of it left. Okay. Oh, my God, it's crazy. One thing I didn't say a few weeks ago when we were talking about these fires... Or maybe I did, and I thought it was kind of a genius thing. I don't know. A lot of people have swimming pools in these houses that were destroyed, right? I saw online, like, people putting... There was one woman, and I don't know if it's from this fire, but they put a lot of their china in the pool.
Really?
So nothing got damaged. Like, it's actually really fucking smart, because if you were thinking, like, shit, I got an hour, I have to evacuate, just fuck everything in the swimming pool. at least it'll be safe. At least you can come back and get it. I mean, it's just water. But you know what I mean? In a way, it's not a bad idea.
I mean, so the pools were full.
Full with water, yeah. So imagine, like, you can't take everything with you. You can't pack everything, but you can just fuck shit in a pool.
Yeah.
And just throw it in there, and at least it'll come back, and you come back like 2 or 3 days later, it'll all be there, you just dry it out, but it won't be damaged. It is kind of weird. It's weird, but I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that works with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay,
you know, I just thought it was kind of like funny.
Well, that is interesting.
Someone sent me this yesterday, and I don't know, this whole like Jennifer Aniston and Barack Obama thing. Did you see this? Like, it's come up again since August 2024.
I just saw that he apparently was eating out alone somewhere.
Yeah.
And people now are like, oh, there is trouble in paradise. Where does this stem from? Like, I don't
know.
I don't understand where it started.
And she went on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and she was like, no, like, I met him once. I know Michelle better. Like, are people thinking it's apparently from a leaked DM?
I just don't think, like, I don't think Jennifer Aniston is like, say that she met Barack Obama and had feelings. I don't think she's that.
No.
Girl. I mean, isn't that kind of what happened to her?
It's
with Angelina Jolie.
She wouldn't do that. There's just no way. And like, are they thinking it as well because like she didn't go to the inauguration like with Barack? It's like, no, she just didn't go because I don't think she likes Trump. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I think people are reading too much into
it. Yeah, I do too.
But I don't know if her marriage is like perfect. I don't know. I never really thought about that, but I mean, Barack and Jennifer Aniston just sounds crazy. It just sounds crazy.
Look, I think everything is so crazy nowadays. Anything is possible.
Exactly.
Heidi and Spencer, what's the update on them? Do you know have anything more information? I heard that the last thing he was trying to do was he discovered, I guess, on like Spotify or Apple or whatever, that hey everyone, we want you to stream Heidi's song, which she's doing incredible. She's on fucking billboards in Times Square and stuff. But apparently to kind of get the listens, it has to be in a playlist of like 3 songs at least. So you can keep replaying the playlist. So if you want to help them out, create a playlist with 3 songs, Heidi's and 2 others, and you just replay that. And that counts. Because if you're streaming the same song over and over and over, it doesn't count as a play.
Interesting. Well, for 2 things first of all, I have downloaded Heidi's full album.
Oh, that's sweet. I haven't. But I've streamed it.
It's not sweet. It's amazing.
Is it really?
I owe her a thank you. She doesn't owe me anything. I have not listened to something at the gym in the past 2 weeks since I've had the pleasure of discovering Heidi's music. It's really good. Like, and I know what you're thinking.
I am, but I do like that song. It's very Timbaland from back. When was it? 2006 or something?
Like the early aughts, yeah. So
do you
it's
know
all
they used
like
to live next door?
See, right here?
Heidi and Spencer live next door. See that building right there? That's where they live. That's where they shot The Hills.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They used to film outside because I've lived here a long time. And because my rent is so cheap. So they used to film on the street. I remember they were dressed up in Halloween costumes once, and I was in a shot and I had to get out of the shot, and they were there. I was walking my dogs. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm a huge Hills fan.
Yeah.
I will admit it. I love the Hills. I love Laguna Beach. But I also I like Lindsay Lohan's music. I like Paris's music.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I didn't have this Heidi
okay,
CD.
I'm gonna purchase it and download it to support her anyway. And no, because if you say it's good now, I need some music for the gym.
It's good. And I think I didn't read, I just saw this morning also, everything's happening this morning. They're suing California. Like, I think it's official. They sued. And I know enough others are suing. I didn't read.
Yeah.
I didn't read.
It's all over. Like, when I'm at work, I put on the TV. Like, I usually put on like NBC4, local news. And there's so many attorney ads saying if you had a fire in, Palisades, the Eden fire, wherever you were living, we're taking case by case. They're listening to your story, whatever. Like, they all fucked up on this because there's so many holes in the stories. Was there water in the fire hydrant? Was there not? Like, where was the water in California? Why did we not have enough? Like, where was fucking Karen Bass? Did we have enough firefighters? Did we have enough money? Should this have been prevented? There's so many holes in the stories where now fucking attorneys are like, you guys should have been protected. The city should have looked after you. So I don't know where this is going to go.
They're spearheading it, and I think other people, but
I think if you're in if you didn't have insurance, and I mean, fuck it, why not? Just like, I'd be like, try it. Like, if we can get something to help us like get out of this hole, like, why not?
I don't think they have anything to lose at this point.
At this point, exactly.
But I'm all for a Heidi and Spencer resurgence. I don't know where this is going to go.
I think they'll get a.
You do?
I think they'll get a show. Yeah,
really?
I do. I'd say there's production companies reaching out to them already. I definitely can imagine that because listen. It could be the story of them rebuilding their lives, and it would be like so fun. And then she's a mom; they have 2 kids, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot there. I think if they just get some other characters in, I mean, could they what if they call like Whitney Port or like some from the Hills, and they kind of like do this like resurgence? That would be fucking cool.
Well, the Hills' New Beginnings didn't do well like 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years ago.
I think they're ready now for it, though.
I mean, listen, I say give them a show.
Yeah, I think it'd be hilarious.
I'm down with that.
So crazy. Okay, so that's good. And then we got, which is, I'm obsessed with it now. I was kind of like very like whatever, but now the Blake and Justin thing, I'm all over it. I love listening to it. I just think she's fucked. I just really do.
You do?
I do. What do you think?
I'm the same way you are. I didn't want to care about this. I didn't want to read it. I just didn't want it. Like, I avoided Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Like, I don't know what like, I just blocked it out. I wanted to block this out. I am so there with you. Right. It's weird. Like, I went from not caring to now I'm so invested. I am all in. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like, I think more people are team Justin on this situation.
And then I'm seeing other like bloggers or influencers or whatever, people on Instagram, and I just see the comments are like, no, he's a creep, she didn't do anything wrong, look at the video. And I'm like, yeah, we're all looking at the fucking video, and he's like a gentleman, and when he says cut, he just pulls right back away from her. And it's very like the two of them are actually having fun, whether they're acting or not. It's playful, it's fun. It's not, he's not fucking creepy at all in it.
No.
It's such a stretch. And like, they were like, oh, great. Like, we're so glad you released that footage because now it proves our point. And people are like, what point are you proving? Like, it doesn't show that there.
And did you see the DM or that text, I think, where she was like, you know, do you watch Game of Thrones? And I'm Khaleesi. And the thing about the queen is she has her dragons. And
Taylor Swift was one of her dragons or something.
And Ryan Reynolds. And like, you know, everyone understands the power of my dragons and you will too. Sounds kind of like a threat. Right. I don't know how else you could read this. It just
I'm obviously going to be scared because like Taylor Swift is in the gang too. Like she's definitely fucking... I'm sure she's like,
don't drag me.
What the fuck? I didn't realize that my friend was like this. Or I feel like she's seen a lot of who she is now.
Yeah. I agree with you. I was really not into it. And now I'm like, I don't know why I'm so invested. It's not like I love Blake Lively or him or Ryan or anyone. This is interesting, right?
And then another thing. And then so he released the video, which I'm like, I'm all for it. If someone comes after you, they try and ruin your reputation when you clear as crystal didn't do anything wrong. Like, you have to do it. Like, you know, I'm the one person that like tried to get smeared on like a public fucking radio show and stuff. Like, and a lot of lies were said about me. Now, I don't have unlimited money where I can just go get attorneys and start fighting stuff. Nor do I want to because it's just fucking exhausting. But it's exhausting. I don't want that. And so, like, she just messed with the wrong guy. And he was just like, if I don't say something, no one's going to hire me again. I'm not going to be a director again. I'm probably going to, I have a family. I need to make money. And it's literally about survival. She'll be fine. She has Ryan Reynolds. They have that kind of money, all that kind of stuff. She's fine. And I just feel like she just chose the wrong person to bully.
I kind of think so too. And it's just weird in that they do have so much to lose. Like Ryan and Blake, right? They'll be fine.
Yeah, they will be. They'll go away for 2 years and they'll be fine.
Why even do this? Like, you have so much money. The movie's out. The movie's like, I don't understand. Yeah, I know there's the school of thought that like she was getting bad press, but you could have gotten over it. Certainly, this can't be better press. And I don't know what they were thinking.
I don't know. And then I think what's very telling as well is that they're trying to like do a gag order on him. It's like, why? Because he's telling the truth and you don't like it? Like, that's pretty much why you send a cease and desist or a gag order or something like that. Like, if someone's saying too much that could be the truth, like, no, have them shut up, stop. Like, that makes it even worse to me. You know what I mean? They're not going to go to court. They're going to settle this out of court.
I think they're going to settle it out of court, but I think this is going to go on for a long...
I would love it to go to court, though.
Wouldn't you?
I would love to watch this. Yeah, I actually would. I didn't watch the Amber Heard thing, but I watched like a tiny bit. And it's funny because I worked for Johnny Depp when he was dating her.
Really?
And it was all, because I used to work for the family and stuff years and years ago when he married her at the house I worked at. It was just crazy. I know people were like calling me, TMZ were like, do you have any information? I'm like, no, I don't. And I'm fucking not telling you anything if I did. But yeah, it was crazy.
So you work for them, and Spidey lived next door. You have a lot of.
I know, it's just like I've just been here. I've worked for a lot of high-profile clients over there. I mean, ever since I've moved to LA, I've never not worked or never not had a job, but that's me. Like I hustle like a fucker.
You like to work.
Yeah, I like to work. I just like, I don't like to have spare time because then I'm like, well, I don't know what to fucking do with myself.
I love it.
Yeah, but you have to. You can't go to this town will eat you up. Like, how do you survive? It's so expensive.
I'm a worker. This town is expensive. It's not getting any cheaper.
No.
They say rents are now going to go up because of the fires. I mean, I don't think, I think they mean really high-end rents for like $100,000 a month and $40,000.
There's actually an apartment in this building, and it's actually a really good deal. It's $1,850 for one bedroom, and they're redoing the whole thing, yeah.
That is
it's really cheap, and you have your own one-bedroom apartment. I went down and looked at it the other day. It was
and
like,
this
not
is
bad.
ground zero. I mean, we're in the center.
It's in the center. That's why I can't move. My rent is fucking great, and I love living here. And it's everything's close to me. It's like,
I mean, it's also a cute street you live on.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice street. Yeah, it is. And I'm close to dog parks and stuff. Are you watching the Traitors?
I'm obsessed. Love it.
I'm so glad I got on board this year. I didn't watch the other two.
Okay.
So I watched it last night, the last episode, the one up to date.
Same here.
Boston Rob he just shocked me with taking out Bob the drag queen. But I understood why he did it because he did kind of throw them underneath the bus by naming all the three of them out.
Listen, I don't watch Survivor anymore, but I did back in the day.
Yeah.
And I mean, as soon as this season started, I said like, first of all, I love Boston Rob. I would like Boston Rob to win the whole thing. I've always loved him. He is so dangerous. Like anyone that doesn't know, like these housewives, I mean, like, do they know who Boston, like, do they get it? I don't think they watch Survivor.
It's like, are you really, if you're going to be on that show, are you really going to go watch Survivor and watch him on it, like just one person? No, I wouldn't.
He's so good. But like also Derek from Big Brother's great. Brittany, like these are great game players. I just think, R.I.P. Robin Dixon or Robin. I mean,
Robin would have been good to go a bit further. I liked her and she was getting into it. It was such a bad decision taking Nikki out. She didn't even feel like a threat or anything like that. She felt like just normal, like, you know what I mean? I don't think, like, you should have went with someone like that was kind of like, putting their head out, even like Bob, like they could have went for
Derek.
Him.
Like Derek is like he knows it's Rob.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're not.
Derek's the guy with the beard, is it? No,
that's Wes. I think who you're thinking of. Derek,
the cute guy.
Yeah, he's from Big Brother.
Zac Efron's brother or something, is it?
No, Zac Efron's brother is very cute.
Yeah, the names I'm just.
That is Dylan. No, Dylan loves
Dylan's
Rob.
great. He's Dylan. He's playing it really well, and he's calling them out. He was the first one for Bob the drag queen.
He's doing well. Yeah.
And then you have Caroline. You have like Danielle fucking throwing Caroline under the bus, which I think is a bad move.
Danielle is acting, and she's actually a good game player too, but she's making so many mistakes.
Yeah. Like at the game when she put like two other people up on the wall, saved two people. It's like, wait a minute, how she got through that round? Like it's insane to me because they all were like, wait a minute. And then it just shifted to Nikki when Chrishell kind of started talking about Nikki on the round table.
And Tom Sandoval's clueless.
He's just like, whatever. And then Bob Harper is like so smart. Like he just went up, threw any fucking urn in the fire just to sit down. He was like, I just want to sit this one out. Because it is clever just sitting a few of them out. And just going underneath the radar.
Sierra's doing well. No, I just don't know how the faithfuls are not, I don't know how they're not voting out Boston Rob. Like, even if you think he's a faithful, and I know the game is to get out a traitor, you should just get out this dangerous player. I'm just so in awe of the fact that he's still there. We're still in the beginning, kind of, but it's such a good season.
I do like that it just moves so fast because I'm the worst. If something fucking takes forever, I'm on my phone, then I miss what's going on. It's like, one goes home, and then that night they vote on another one, and then the next day you're having two more go. It's like it is just like it's
you
fast.
see why it's so good.
Yeah, it is really good. I'm not going back to watch the other two seasons, but
and Alan Cumming and the outfits and
the outfits and like it is really good, and it's yeah, it's crazy just watching it all. I'm glad because I did love Big Brother back in the day.
Yeah.
And I did watch a lot of the American versions in Ireland when I lived there. And then when I moved to America, I stopped watching it, but I watched the Celebrity Big Brother because it moves fast.
It moves faster.
Yeah.
No, this is great. I'm loving it.
If you were to choose one, let's do a prediction. If you were to choose somebody, who do you think will go to the end? It's so fucking hard. It's just like you're throwing it in the air because I didn't think it would happen in that game.
I think Brittany from Big Brother, the blonde. So she's such a good Big Brother player. She's the one that when they were throwing the urns in, she's like, I'm not going to go up yet and throw. I think Boston Rob, it's going to catch up to him. He's
going to catch up to him unless he just stands back the next few rounds and just wanders around and just listens to people.
Yeah,
instead of talking.
Danielle's making stupid mistakes. Carolyn from Survivor is an absolute mess. Like, she's just a bloody mess. She's just a mess. I mean...
She's like coming disheveled.
Right.
She's sweating. She's walking in high heels. She's like, I can't go up the stairs. It's just like... But then she's such a fucking mess. People are like, she's way too obvious. Like, she can't be a traitor.
And she is. It
might work for her. Yeah.
I just think Brittany, I would say keep an eye on Brittany. That's my prediction, right?
Yeah.
Chrishell, she'll go. Sandoval won't go to the end.
Sandoval won't go to the end just because of his past on Vanderpump.
Dolores is doing well, you know. She used to work in the corrections house or the prison, wherever she used to work. But I don't think she'll go to the end either.
I don't either. And I remember being at their house. We had dinner at Paulie's house with Dolores after she got back. Now, she didn't tell us anything. I don't know anything. But I feel like she did pretty good. The way she was talking at the dinner, she was like, no, it was good. Like, I had a good time and this and that. I'm like, okay.
She's made some observations where I was like, oh, Dolores. Okay, like that's, like she's gotten some things figured out.
I thought was really funny is I think after they voted Nikki out and they all kind of congregated and Dolores came over and they're all like crying and Dolores is like, fucking relax.
Right. Like it's
she was like really like she's like, I've been through way worse than fucking Housewives.
She's like, I work with Teresa. Yeah. I work with Margaret. Do you know what Jersey Housewives is?
Like this is nothing. Like they're all like crying. Like if like someone died for real. Like it was just, I know.
She's like, we throw around F-bombs and C-bombs and flip tables. She's like, girls, this is nothing.
Oh my God.
It's really funny though.
All right, on to Salt Lake City. I liked the reunion, and I'm going to have to ask you to clear up something. And I'm just so bad with when it comes to like relations and uncles and aunts and nieces and kids and grandparents and this family and that family and a divorce and someone died. I'm so fucking confused by this story. So Bronwyn has a daughter that has lived, correct?
Now, I haven't seen the first part of the reunion. She has a daughter, but I'm caught up with, I watched the finale.
So
yeah, she has a daughter.
And she said on the after show or something that like, she faked a miscarriage, was it? To pretend that she didn't have the daughter so the ex-husband wouldn't know about the daughter? Or something like that. I mean, DM me, because I think I'm getting this all wrong. I don't know.
But that's
so she
not
talks
good.
to her grandparents still. But then that guy died.
See, you don't know, and I just tune out. So that's not a good sign either. Like, I just hear all this, and I'm like, it's not like it's over my head. It's like, I'm just not interested. Like, this, it's too I'm like, I don't care.
And then Lisa's in trouble because she said miscarriage. She had a miscarriage on the after show. Because Bronwyn did talk to her in the salon about she had a miscarriage, but she asked production to take that out because it was she just didn't want that on, that she'd done that because it was just she didn't want it on. It was very important because
she had because
the kid and stuff like that. Yes.
Because the daughter is
I believe
alive.
so. She's like 18 now.
Right.
And then she's like letting Gwen do whatever she wants to do now, make her own choices if she wants to see the family or not.
Right, and I don't think she does, right? I don't think so.
I believe so.
Right. And so Lisa, said miscarriage on the show or the after show?
Correct. She said it on the after show, which revealed it, but they didn't show it on the actual show. But then they're blaming Bronwyn. Well, you brought it up on camera. But she's like, yeah, but I had it taken away.
Got
So,
it.
and then people are saying, well, Lisa, you should have known better because kids are off limits.
And other people are saying, what? Well, Lisa didn't know it was taken away.
Yeah, and then they're all like, well, Bronwyn, like, you shouldn't have said anything. Anything you don't want on camera, you shouldn't have said it in the first place. And then Lisa would have never known about it. So it's back and forth. Bronwyn's kind of crying about it. Lisa, again, can't accept responsibility. Just say you're fucking sorry and just move the fuck on.
Well, they're also fighting over this $400,000 necklace.
The necklace,
right?
as well.
So that has like,
Which
also is like, I'm like, what?
this is so weird because then she's like, oh yeah, she's like, the jeweler just texted me. Everybody's like, wait, the jeweler just text you, Lisa, to tell you that she didn't buy the necklace out of nowhere. Well, yeah, I kind of know her and like I'm friends with her and stuff like that. I'm like, so just out of nowhere, because she felt kind of wronged by you and stuff. That's so sus to me.
Look, Jersey has been accused of all this stuff, right?
Yeah,
Bloggers and stuff. Salt Lake is right up there. They look for receipts and we're talking to this one and that one. It's like, behave yourself, ladies, right? Because Bravo don't want none of this off-air calling people and all, right?
I know. So that was in the reunion. That was like a big part of it, and it was it got kind of heavy. And then the whole thing with the Alibaba stuff, and then Whitney's trying to figure that out with Lisa and show me proof. And Lisa's like, well, Whitney can't even show me proof. So like, I just was like, show me proof. Show me that it was me that did it and stuff. And Whitney said she had proof, but she hasn't shown her any proof. And so it's...
And bloggers, that's where it's all like I do tune out.
Yeah, it is because it's like we don't get a resolution,
right? But like
I love
these little, I'm like I don't care. Like I care about reading the text. Like that's very like I care about the interrelations between the women.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the. You spoke to this blogger and you called an Alibaba and it's fake and the jeweler. That's the stuff where I'm like, well, we're not bringing this into next season. So personally, I don't care about it. That's just me.
Lisa said something to Angie about being a backup dancer in one of
I saw
the
that.
videos, but it was such a trigger for Angie. She's like, I'm not a backup dancer. I wasn't. Well, you were dancing behind her, so you were a backup dancer. Everybody says he's like, I'm not a backup dancer. I'm the lead. I'm ahead of everything. Like she was so bothered by it. It was a stupid fucking TikTok video.
And then I think Meredith got involved, and she's like, but it's an actual fact. Like we're not putting you down. And Andy's like, were you in the video? I don't know how, but then people did send me the video, and I'm like, and we have Monica Garcia in it. I'm like, okay, this is interesting, right? I'm like,
it was such a dumb thing that they were all arguing about. I'm like, are we fucking serious here? It was so.
And mind you, this is before, so like they're not on the show at that point, like Angie and Monica. So like this is just right, like this is before.
It was
so
Monica,
like, you just care. I don't understand. Jen Shaw was just bored because she wasn't famous, and she's like, I'm gonna make a video for WAP today, and I want you ladies to be in it. Like, I mean, man.
They just said like I was not a backup dancer in the WAP video. Okay. It's like, okay, we're done here.
Yeah, like it is kind of funny. It is. I love it.
And that was kind of it. And now we have to wait till next week. I mean,
it was a good season.
It was a very good season. I really, really enjoyed it. There was so many fun things. And like Mary Cosby, I think, just stole the season. She just was like, okay, we finally see who this woman is. And she's fucking hilarious. And she's real. And she's great. She was so quirky before. I could never get her.
Love her.
Yeah.
She had some real moments. Like she had real moments, right?
It was that'll go down in kind of in like history with Housewives.
You know what moment I thought was real too? Are you caught up on Beverly Hills?
I'm just about to get onto it. Just go onto it. Let's just get onto it. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, I don't think it's moved any. Like Mary and Angie, they are somewhere and they have but I don't think it's gonna do anything for Garcelle and Dorit. But I did think this moment where Garcelle was getting her massage and Dorit interrupted her and Garcelle was right at the camera and she's like, are you fucking kidding me? You're interrupting my massage. But I thought that was a real moment, where Dorit was like, I'm really sorry, like that you feel just discarded by me. And so I thought
that was good. It felt genuine and I feel like...
Not sure where
but also, I feel Dorit needs like as many people in her corner as possible. because she's really just going for it. And sometimes I feel like it's too extreme with the Kyle thing. And at the end of the day, like, was Kyle at fault? I think she's a tiny bit at fault. I don't think it's as big as what they're letting on, and it's so dramatic. But this is the only storyline we have of Beverly Hills right now. And to be honest, like, it's not like must-watch TV. It is boring. It is fucking boring. Like, if I have to look at Garcelle's house in fucking Bakersfield again, in the beach house, I need Sutton and Garcelle to have a storyline. All they're doing is bitching about other people. It's not...
Boz, what's her face? Dorit flew to New York for Boz's birthday, and Bose was on Watch What Happens, and Dorit was in the audience.
Okay, that's cool.
And Bose is like Team Dorit all the way. Like, I mean, could we have a new friendship that's developing?
Bose liked her in episode 1. Yeah, I remember. She's like, I like her.
And I like Bose. I'm just like, you're not going to get out of Housewives unscathed. So, like, I love her. Great.
Yeah.
We could have a second, third, fourth, but just eventually this powerhouse from Uber and Pepsi and Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, she's really smart and she's great and she's not going anywhere. This isn't like, this isn't what's her face? Diana Jenkins or Anne Marie.
Yes.
Like, this woman is
She's
staying.
going to stay, yeah.
I'm just saying eventually. Does she realize what's going to happen in year 4 of her Housewives career? Yeah. We will all be taking her down. I mean,
That's what happens, isn't it? Like, you just get... So do you think I think it needs to be Garcelle or Sutton next.
I think just process of elimination, that's where I mean, the thing is, Erica's in such a great position. Like, nothing
She's
could
so
happen.
likable right now.
Like, nothing could happen to her that'll be worse than what has already happened. So I'm not sure we could really take Erica down again.
No.
Because it won't feel like, who cares? Like, you've been held to the cross by your ex-husband.
Really bad. And this is Kyle's as well, like with the ratio thing and the
last
woman
season with Morgan,
the lesbian Morgan, and so this is Kyle's one. She's had her nervous breakdown. They're all bullying her.
And here's Dorit. Maybe we'll take, but I agree. I think Garcelle and Sutton, like, we got rid of Crystal. Now you're moving. I think it's one of them.
Next.
I think the tides are coming.
They have one more season left in them, and they need to bring it, I think.
I feel it. Something's coming for both of them.
But they need a better storyline than his fucking text messages to PK. It's like they were all like close best friends. So it's just,
it's weird to me when, like, somebody becomes like the central story that's not there, right? Like, PK's not on the show. I mean, I love it. I mean, he's part of the show-ish, but, like, it's weird, right? Like, we have a whole storyline about something that's not on the show. It's a little weird to me.
It is a little weird.
Yeah.
It is. Let's see what happens. You watching anything else, like, exciting right now? I need TV shows. I started watching is the Black Doves.
Haven't watched
Keira Knightley on Netflix. It's good. Yeah, I'm in episode 3.
No, I'm behind. I want to watch Selling New York. It came out weeks ago. It's a Selling Sunset in New York. I mean, it's come and gone.
I haven't watched any Selling Sunset. It's like...
Oh, they're so good.
Is Adam DeVillo? Is it the same guy?
It's just so good. I mean, I love a real estate porn. I love the real estate porn. I love it's here in LA. You would recognize the addresses and the houses.
There's so many fucking, but people love it though.
It's a good one. Yeah. So that's not, Salt Lake I loved, and that's about it on Bravo. I mean, New York was not for me this season.
No. And some people watched the finale there.
I watched the finale.
Was it good?
It was something, but I'm not sure it's
like it should have been like 9 episodes ago. Like
and I'm not sure that it really saves the whole show. Like, we still got problems when all this is said and done. It's just more like, okay, this is maybe something. Like, I thought it was the most interesting episode of the whole season. Yeah. But I also tuned out. Like, I just couldn't do it. I'll admit it. I just couldn't do it. I'm like, I can't sit here and watch this anymore. I couldn't.
We need more shows. We need new shows. Thank God for Traitors. David, thank you so much for stopping by. As always, tell everybody where they can find you online, podcast, the whole thing.
Listen to Behind the Velvet Rope podcast. As you said, it is 9 episodes a week, which Stu always lasts. There's a show every day. And 2 afternoons a week, we have to do quick hits with what happens. So 9 episodes a week, Behind the Velvet Rope, Apple, Spotify, everywhere you find your podcasts. If you really want to watch on YouTube, go watch. But I say listen to the whole thing on Apple or Spotify.
Okay. All right. And anybody, if you want seasonings right now, go to chefstuart.com. Any profits that I make from purchases right now goes to the LA Fire Department.
Oh, wow.
And that's it. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.